Ahimsa silk. Ahimsa silk H-I-1-E-4-3-S Makon. Sanskrit for nonviolence is a method of nonviolent silk breeding and harvesting. Wild silk moths are bred, rather than the domestic variety. It allows the completion of the metamorphosis of the silkworm to its moth stage, whereas most silk harvesting requires the silkworms to be killed in their cocoon stage. No animals suffer or die for the silk to be produced, making it a favorable alternative to normal silk for those who object to harming animals. Process. The pupa is allowed to hatch and the leftover cocoon is then used to create silk. While the Bombyx mori, also called mulberry silkworm or mulberry silk moth, are the preferred species for creating Ahimsa silk, there are a few other types of species that fall under the category of Ahimsa silk, which is defined not necessarily by the species of the moth involved but by the methods for harvesting the cocoon. The other types of silkworm that are used for this process are subspecies of the eland, the silk moth, and several types of tussar or tassar moths, the Chinese tussar moth, the Indian tassar moth, and the muga moth. The subspecies of the eland, the silk moth, Samosyntheresini, eat the leaves of the castor bean or cassava leaves. It is also known as the Uri silk moth. A silk is made from the cocoons of these particular insects and is also produced using less violent methods than the normal heat treating, but the quality of Uri silk is often seen as inferior to that of the silk created by the offspring of the Bombyx mori moth. Qualities. The main qualities of Ahimsa silk are derived from the ideal surrounding the concept of non-violence. This allows the silk to be manufactured without harm to the beings that created it. These ideals appeal to religions like Jainism, Hinduism, and Buddhism, whose followers forego all injury to other forms of life. Non-violent lifestyle proponents have more recently found pea silk to be in keeping with their way of life. From a short-run economic standpoint, it is difficult to make the argument for pea silk as it requires 10 extra days in the process to let the larvae grow and the moths to hatch out of the cocoons. In contrast, the less humane process takes about 15 minutes. At this later stage, the cocoon yields 1/6 of the filament. This inflates the cost of non-violent silk, which is priced at roughly 6,000 rupees, $92 per kilogram, about twice the price of the regular kind.